Came from a society, or rather I would say an oral culture, traditionally, although now we have schooling in French and in Arabic, but by and large, the communication is still oral. Well, we have newspapers, we have the other media, but still, whether it is at home or at work, the communication still remains oral. So, television or communication by image or cinema is the closest to our oral tradition. So therefore, then cinema becomes the best way to reach people. Now it depends also, cinema, the moving image, is just a medium. It is an instrument. It is a content that is more important. You can make films that only entertain people, that distract people from everyday life. You can make them dream so they forget reality. But I prefer a cinema, I prefer a television that is also used to educate. This day and age, we can reach more people through television than we can through books. I think it's really a very dream-inducing medium, which can really which can break borders, break barriers, and somehow get people closer to each other. But that being said, again, it is only an instrument. I can use a knife either to defend you or to harm you. So a camera in your hand is just that kind of instrument you have. It can be a means of social control. But again, as I said, it could be a means of education. Every time you are sitting in front of your screen of a television, someone is always trying to sell you something. Even in America, you have some filmmakers with social conscience. People still can understand, your generation, that the privilege to be behind the camera also involves the responsibility. But you can make money by serving some social purpose. Film, you have to work with other people. It is a collective undertaking. Mm-hmm. It is rewarding in that way to get out of your isolation, to create something that is a result of a collective vision. So you see, the film is really a product of a coming together of different perspectives. Sembène made films over 50 years. Sembène is dead. I see also as my responsibility to take up where he left it, mm-hmm. and to hand it on to future generations. It is a collective responsibility. Use your camera as a weapon to improve the daily lives of your fellow men. Use your camera to effect progress of humanity. Use your camera as a device to raise consciousness among your people and the people around the world. If you are using your camera only to make money, then you will have failed socially. If you do as your parents did, you fail the world. You have to take it up from where your parents left it, and you do better than your parents did. As the saying goes, if you want to change the world, you are in front of a wall. Don't try to find a door somewhere else. Drill the wall and make a door. So these difficulties I enumerated does not mean it is impossible. For me, impossible is not a word that exists. So your generation, with all the technology you have at your disposal, you can do potentially whatever you want. But remember that the technology is just technology. It is a content that matters. Be daring. Challenge yourself. I don't know whatever your social background is, but your parents got you where you are. It's up to you. You have all the means to change the world. I don't want to reproduce cliches, but I would just end up with one cliche. Yes, we can. And so can you. Yeah.